Hello, this is Kian from CryptoBulls. Really happy to have you here with me today. So if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to get more cryptocurrency news and updates. And if you're a regular of the channel, then welcome back. Really happy to have you here. Really happy to have the support that everyone of you guys is giving me. So Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson announced his upcoming release of version 1.6. I'm a big fan of Cardano, and I think it's Charles Hoskinson is a very down-to-earth person without hype that other cryptocurrencies bring. So Charles Hoskinson, a co-founder of the Ethereum network and current CEO of IOHK, has announced that IOHK created project Cardano is rolling out version 1.6 in a few days. So Hoskinson teased the upcoming launch in a Twitter post on the 13th of August. Hoskinson also asked users to send screenshots and comments on the latest version of Daedalus, which is an open source cryptocurrency wallet but also backed by IOHK. So a new project for Hoskinson, as previously reported by Cointelegraph. Hoskinson announced during the blockchain conference Consensus 2019 that he will be working on a new project with the security token platform Polymath. The project is called Polymesh and is reportedly an attempt to create a blockchain for tokens centered on meeting regulatory requirements. And he says, after confounding Ethereum and Cardano, two of the most widely used blockchains in the world, I'm looking forward to working on Polymesh. There are quadrillions of dollars of financial securities, and building a blockchain to secure them is an incredible, exciting task. And he's also shared some cynicism towards Facebook's Libra. He also commented in the past on how he believes Libra is not going to succeed in its global aims, particularly within emerging markets. In an interview late June, he commented, so Facebook has come into countries it doesn't know a lot about and convinced them to enslave themselves to an economic monopoly and give nothing in return. And the only pitch is that you pay less on fees. I'm going there and saying we're going to rebuild all your systems so you have fraud-free land registration, better voting systems, and improved supply chains. We're already doing this stuff, but it took years. These are relationship-based markets, and Facebook doesn't have those relationships. It's got the users, but I don't think it has the best interests of the users. They just want to collect data and use this data to increase their monopoly. But yeah, now in pretty positive news, a new blockchain-based smart city project is planned for Cambodian capital. I think it's very good that many Asian countries are moving into the blockchain technology world. I think that's fantastic, and I'm looking forward to even more projects launching, and smart cities is the way to go. That's our future. So a Singaporean startup, Limestone Network, is using blockchain to sustain a smart neighborhood at the heart of the Cambodian capital. As Tech in Asia reports on the 14th of August, the 100-hectare mixed-use development in Phnom Penh encompasses residential properties, offices, retail centers, schools, and a large-scale exhibition hall. It counts around 10,000 business tenants and a daily population of around 190,000 people. So Limestone emerged from the first round of startups in the Singaporean government's blockchain Tribe Accelerator, backed by government agency Enterprise Singapore. So part of this smart city is going to be digital passports and wallets. So at the heart of the Phnom Penh project, a blockchain-powered ID system which creates a digital passport for residents and commuters via the Limestone mobile app. I think that's good, and probably users can use this ID system to buy stuff in stores and to commute with the subway or with buses. Now, users must notably undergo background checks before a passport is issued, which grants them access to a mobile digital wallet. Includes features such as tap in, tap out access to different buildings, so a cashless system, ID-less system, just with maybe your mobile phone or a smart card. So I think this is pretty good. Let's continue. In order to disintermediate the ties between enterprises and the public, the project focuses on using blockchain to provide secure data portability so that a firm can skip middlemen in providing various services directly to consumers. Slated for completion by early 2022, the project will in future onboard various partners such as ride-hailing apps, financial institutions, retail brand owners, and data analytics firms. Now, blockchain-powered smart cities. Visiting senior research fellow at the National University of Singapore Business School, Emir Hernjik, told Tech in Asia that the principal advantage of blockchain-based smart cities is its potential to aggregate, analyze, and distribute real-time data. Now, quick note, I think here it's still very important that even though it's pretty good to be able to analyze this data, I think also laws on data privacy should be enforced, because there's a lot of drawbacks should the data be mined, and if there's no data privacy in place. So I mean, there's a lot of possibility in the sector, but I'm sure I think data privacy has to be a priority. Otherwise, many countries will turn into big brothers watching you stay, like what's happening in China at the moment, and many bad things can happen with people being restricted from traveling to other countries based on their credit score, for example. So I think even though there's a lot of possibilities, data privacy and data security has to be in the forefront for this to succeed. Now, continuing, he acknowledges the regulatory and data privacy challenges, like I just said, that both centralized and decentralized technologies are faced with, remarking that the future of blockchain-enabled smart cities would likely be in between an ideal society where everyone has control over their lives and environment, and a dystopian society of a few controlling the masses. And I think that's also, if we reach back to the Cardano founder, that's also something that he's saying, and his critique towards Facebook and the power that they would get with their Libra token over the data control that would have over the masses. So I think that's a important point to keep in mind. Now, Samsung and cryptocurrency. So Samsung's cryptocurrency wallet quietly adds Bitcoin support. I think this is fantastic, since there are many users that love Samsung's phones, and it also enables them to move into the cryptocurrency space a lot easier. So Samsung's cryptocurrency wallet, the blockchain key store, has added support for the flagship cryptocurrency Bitcoin, according to updated information on the South Korean giant's website. And as first reported by the block, the company's cryptocurrency wallet now seemingly supports the Ethereum network, so Ethereum tokens, as well as Bitcoin and Kakao's native Platin blockchain. The South Korean tech giant didn't issue any official announcement, which would mean in the future they'll add support for more cryptocurrencies in a similar way. I think it's good. They're not building up any hype around cryptocurrency, but they're still moving forward in terms of adoption. And the ease of use that the Samsung cryptocurrency wallet offers to many people, I think that's fantastic. Makes it easier for people to enter into cryptocurrency space, because I think that's a big makes it difficult, just like installing apps, installing a hardware wallet and so on. It's pretty difficult, and it's probably one reason why many people are not moving into the space, because it's not easy to use. You have to be a bit tech, you have to know your way around technology at the moment, and that's why I think making everything easier is perfect. I think that's the only way to go for global adoption of cryptocurrency. Just tap and send, and tap and you have your wallet. I think that's the way to go. So you've got here the cryptocurrencies that they're offering at the moment. We've got BTC, Ethereum, different Ethereum tokens, and Platin. So the blockchain key store is also restricted to 7 countries at the moment: Canada, Germany, South Korea, Switzerland, Spain, and the United Kingdom and the United States. Samsung's website notes in the frequently asked questions section that other devices aren't able to simply install the blockchain key store, not even through its Galaxy App Store. So Samsung blockchain key store is preloaded on selected devices only. If your device is not supported, then you won't be able to find it in the Galaxy Store either. The South Korean giant has, however, revealed to add its cryptocurrency wallets to budget Galaxy smartphones in the future, and Samsung first filed a trademark application for a crypto wallet in December 2018. So this aspect, I think this is pretty good, and that's revealed to add its cryptocurrency wallets to budget Galaxy smartphones. And yeah, this is fantastic because in many third world countries, the budget for phones is very low. I think the biggest phone market is the 10 to 25 US dollar phone. So I think if Samsung moves to its budget phones, moves the cryptocurrency wallets to the budget phones, it will enable a lot of third world country users to access cryptocurrency, to use it on their phones, on their Samsung phones. And the cheaper the Samsung phones are, the more users will be able to use these wallets, which is fantastic. I like that. I like this move, and I think it's also very good for Samsung moving into these markets because it's a very big market. Now, Bitmex has had a bit of a few problems recently, and this one is quite interesting. I think this is also good that they're being held accountable for this. So the name of the article is Bitmex hit by UK's ad regulator from misleading Bitcoin graph in a newspaper. And I think it's very good because new investors tend to be misled very easily, and they think just buying into cryptocurrency will lead to positive returns all the time. And I think it's important that new investors are aware of the risks of cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency derivatives exchange Bitmex has been hit by the UK Advertising Standards Authority, the country's independent ad regulator, for providing a misleading Bitcoin price graph on the front page of a national newspaper. And the authority announced Wednesday that Bitmex advertised in the Times newspaper in January of this year, showing a graph of Bitcoin price between January 2009 and in January 2019, but did not provide clear explanatory information and breached an ad code. The authority received 4 complaints who believe that the ad exaggerated returns and failed to illustrate risks and challenge whether it was misleading. Now, yeah, I think it's good that they're held accountable, even though if you would have started investing in Bitcoin at the beginning of the year 2019, you would have had healthy profits. But looking back at past price action is always vision 2020, and it's very difficult to know. In the last video I made, I was talking about the Sharpe ratio, which is a very good ratio to look at, to take risk into consideration when choosing different investment vehicles. And you look at the return on investment and the risk factor, and through that you can make a better investment decision on which investment asset class you would like to go in. If you want to go into commodities, ETFs, in stocks, or in cryptocurrency. So you can look at the last video I made. I explained the Sharpe ratio. I might make a video on that, only on the Sharpe ratio, because I think it's very interesting, and it also eliminates the argument that cryptocurrency is much too risky, because the return on investments are indeed much higher. So that pulls the Sharpe ratio up. But this was a bit of a off topic. Let's get back. So I think it's good Bitmex is being held accountable, and that's it. Next up, Barclays cuts ties with Coinbase. So British bank Barclays is no longer working with the crypto trading platform CoinDesk, reports citing several sources. To continue operating in the UK, Coinbase has already started to work with Clearbank. However, the changes affected the platform's services, sources say. Until now, Barclays allowed Coinbase users to use the faster payments system. As a result of the end of the relationship with Barclays, Coinbase has lost access to the payment system, making fiat money transfers take several days to process. It is expected that the cooperation with Clearbank will allow Coinbase users to access the fast payment system by the end of the third quarter. So I think it's just a temporary setback. And the only downside at the moment is that fiat transfers to Coinbase will take a bit longer, which is very normal in the banking world, with transfers always taking several working days. I think that's why it's good that we're moving into a different direction, and hopefully with much faster payments. I'm not talking now just about Coinbase and moving fiat to Coinbase, but all in all, with the whole banking world, hopefully maybe see a utopian future in maybe 10 years where all the banks are running on a blockchain style network as dApps, where you can send money in a few minutes to any accounts over the world, very low fees. But yeah, I think it's going to take a lot of time until we have this kind of utopian future. So that was it for today. Hope you liked this short news update. If you've got any recommendation, if you've got any news you'd like me to cover, any types of technology in the cryptocurrency space, or also world news, then don't hesitate. Leave the information down in the comments below. And if you want more videos like this, then hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It helps the channel out. And without further ado, I wish you a great day and catch you on the next one. Bye bye.